In our simple site, I've decided that editors won't be able to add new pages to the main navigation, but one place they'd like to be able to create new pages as they require them is inside the About section. In this video, I'm going to create my main About page and then create a master page from which other pages in the About section can be created. I've saved my About.html page into a new folder called About, and I've saved that as index.php. I've already included Perch on the page, and I've made sure that the path is correct because we're now inside a subfolder. I've added two Perch regions to this page. One is for the masthead area, and another is for some content. I've created a new template for this masthead area because I've got some specific markup I want to use, and I'm just using the default text area for the content. And if we look in a browser, you can see we've got the masthead and the content, which in the admin is the masthead there, and some content. The design allows for subpages. We can see them here in the navigation. So let's set this up. The first thing that I need to do is create a master page. This is kind of a special kind of full page template which new pages are based on. And we can use our About index.php as a template for this. So I'm going to take this index.php and I'm going to save it into Perch, Templates, Pages, and I'll call it About.php. Now if you look in Perch, Templates, Pages, you'll see that we also have a Default.php. Open up Default.php and we'll use this to help us create our master page. The first thing you want is to copy out this link to the runtime. It looks a bit different because we don't necessarily know the entire path to the runtime when we're creating a page for a master page. So if we go to About and go up to where our runtime is and just replace that with that statement. Next you can see we've got this word About here. What I want to do is make this so it picks up the page title rather than just saying About for all pages created from this master page. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to add another Perch function. This is Perch Pages Title. Finally, I want to be able to navigate to these new pages, so I want to add them to the sub-navigation. If we go down here, we can see we've got this in this section area. So I'm going to take out this navigation. I'm going to add a little bit of PHP here. When you add any PHP to a page, you need to put it inside these PHP tags. And we say Perch Pages Navigation. So that's the Perch Pages Navigation function. And inside that we can put an array. And that array needs to have a from path. And the path is About because this is the section that we want to show pages from. And how many levels? Well, let's just say 1. And that's it. We can save this page now. Now because we're making a copy of our About page, we'd like that to have the navigation on too. I'm just going to take this navigation section and I'm going to go and find my About index.php and I'm going to find that in this section navigation again. I'm just going to pop that there too. And these arrays that you see here, pretty much all the PHP you need to add in Perch is very simple, and probably the most complex thing you need to do is to create one of these arrays to set options for a Perch function. So you'll become quite familiar with seeing these and understanding how to change the different options as you build up your pages with Perch. That really is about as complicated as it gets. Now when you create a new page with Perch, it creates an actual physical file on disk. That's a difference between Perch and Runway. Runway doesn't do that, it creates pages in the database, but with Perch you're actually creating a page on disk, and that means that you need to have your About section of the site writable by the web server. It may well be by default, or if you set it to the same thing that you've got your Resources section set to, that will work as well. So now we can start to create a page with this. So we want to go to the Master Pages section, and you can see the default. You can also see our About. And you see it's got a title. Say copy regions from. Now if you'd like to copy the regions from another page, you can do this here. Now we've already set up regions on our About page, and the sub-pages, because they're copied from that About page, we'd like to have the same regions. This means that when your content editor creates a new page, the page will already have the regions pre-selected. They won't need to choose which template to use, which is probably what you want. So let's say copy regions from About. And new pages should reference this master page or copy it. Now this is important. If you say reference, it means you can go back and you can make changes to your master page and they'll be reflected in all of the pages created from it. That's probably what you want. If you want pages to be completely detached from the master page, you can say copy this master page. Generally, I'd say reference because it's useful to be able to make changes to the HTML on your master page and it go on to all of the pages that are created from it. So that's what we'll do here. So we've now set up that master page. So now if we go back to Pages, see About, and we can say New Subpage. So the parent page is About, and the master page we can choose About. So let's say Our History. Our history, and these will be pre-filled, or you can change them if you want. And then you can hit Submit. And if we go to Regions, you can see that we've already got the masthead and the content already filled in. So we can give some content here. And this would be the page content. And if we return to About and reload, see it says in this section, Our History, that's our navigation working. We click on that, and this is our new page that we've created, and you can see that the title, which is showing up in the tab, says Our History. So that's the function that you added to create the title. So now you can create your About section and you can add different pages in there to build up that section based on a master page. And because we're copying the same regions, your content editor doesn't have to worry about which template to select. It'll all be pre-selected for them and they can just get on with adding content.